Welcome back to ABC-7 at 4. We've seen quite a number of fatal crashes on El Paso roadways that law enforcement has said involved excessive speed. Case in point, this deadly crash last weekend at North Mesa and North Desert. Here to remind us that speed kills is TXDOT's Jennifer Wright. Jennifer, why does TXDOT concern itself with something that's largely a law enforcement issue and completely dependent on the behavior of drivers?
Well, Mark, you make some really good points. We can engineer roadways to be as safe as possible, but we do dedicate a portion of our budget to educate drivers on the dangers of poor driving choices. And we also work with law enforcement to step up enforcement in case drivers need some reminding.
So, Jennifer, what are the consequences of speeding aside from the potential of getting a ticket?
Well, speed is the top contributing factor in crashes in Texas. And last year, 1 in 3 people killed on the road in Texas was in a crash that involved speed.
Now, what were the numbers like?
In 2022, 29.2% of all traffic crashes in Texas involved speed, and 32.8% of all crashes, crash fatalities in Texas also involved speed. In El Paso, that translated to 3,717 traffic crashes involving speeding, resulting in 24 fatalities and 80 serious injuries. And again, it's all preventable. But safe driving isn't just about obeying the posted speed limit, it's driving to conditions. And that means slowing down if you're in bad weather, heavy traffic, or a construction zone. And be sure to plan ahead to allow extra time to get where you're going without speeding. Slow down and allow extra following distance in heavy traffic, even if it means someone thinks they can cut in front of you. Just remember, arriving alive is more important than arriving on time.
Not to mention, speeding is against the law and it can result in a very expensive ticket.
That's right. You need to slow down or pay up. But if you speed, a ticket could be the least of your worries, as it increases the risk you will lose control of your vehicle, increases the distance you need to stop to avoid a crash, increases the risk that a crash will result in severe injuries or death, and it increases the chance that a crash with a pedestrian or bicyclist will severely hurt or kill them.
All right, Jennifer, any final thoughts?
When I see speeders blow past, I say, hurry, go get your ticket. With 3, you get a bicycle.
I see what you did there. All right, what do we need to know about work zones not to speed through next week?
I-10 widening west has so much to talk about. We're only going to talk about it, so stay with me here. First, we have a 24-hour closure of I-10 east to move barrier to switch traffic to new pavement from Vinton to Trans Mountain, starting Sunday this 30th at 6 a.m. until Monday morning the 31st at 6 a.m. We have an overnight closure of I-10 West Sunday and Monday from Red to Artcraft. That's the 30th and 31st, detouring traffic to North Desert. Expect an overnight closure of North Desert from Red to Artcraft Tuesday through Thursday, starting at 10:30 p.m. to move barrier, and the main lanes will be open. But if you need to get around, this detour takes you down to Donovan, but you can go your own way if you know a better one. And the big 48-hour closure starts next weekend as we switch traffic to new pavement on I-10 West. Sunday, August 6th at 6 a.m. until Tuesday, August 8th at 6 a.m. I-10 West will be closed from Red to Vinton. When the closure lifts, I-10 West will have on-ramps closed, but off-ramps or exits will be open, which is the opposite of I-10 East, which has exits closed but a couple of on-ramps open. As on I-10 East, it will be 2 lanes until just before Trans Mountain, where a confluence of issues will cause it to go to 1 lane. And since that's all we have time for today, be sure to follow us on Twitter at TXDOT-ELP, friend us on Facebook, and look for us on Nextdoor to stay up to date on closures.
That is a lot to cover. Jennifer Wright with TXDOT, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.